This episode of Android Authority is brought to you by Perf Speed Test. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe Hendy, the Android Authority app guy, and welcome back to another episode of Android Apps Weekly. Let's get right into the headlines for this week. A woman claimed her account was hacked this last week and is suing Google for allegedly unauthorized in-app purchases that apparently cost her thousands of dollars. According to court documents, her account was charged 650 times and she managed to not notice the money missing or receive any of the emails you always get when you buy things from the Google Play Store. A new Humble Bundle is out now and includes 10 titles from Tin Man Games. You can pay whatever you want and get 4 titles. You can pay the average and get an additional 4 titles, and for a flat $9 you can get all 10 games. It's a great way to get some awesome games on the cheap and donate to charity. A new study came out to show the Q1 numbers for both Google Play and the Apple App Store. As per the norm, Google Play has more apps and more app downloads, while iOS continues to lead in overall revenue. Nothing new here, but it is the latest stat sheet and we don't expect it to change anytime soon. Some developers in Italy who call themselves OrangeSec managed to port Cortana to Android this last week. There are a lot of limitations, including no offline mode, and it's only in Italian, but it's still Cortana's backend that's being accessed. We imagine Microsoft will shut it down eventually, but it's still fun to see. In a blog post earlier this week, Adobe has officially promised to support Android better in the future. Adobe has Android apps, but their most innovative creations remain iOS exclusives, and that is about to change. We can expect to see some progress on this over the summer of this year. For more Android apps and games releases, headlines, and updates, don't forget to check out this week's newsletter linked in the video description below, where we round up all of the app news over the last week. If you're so inclined, you can also sign up using your email to get this news delivered directly to your inbox every single week. Okay folks, let's take a look at the applications and games that made a big splash this week. As usual, if you want to check any of these applications or games out, you can find the links in the video description below. Google has released the official Android for Work application. Obviously, you'll need to have the Android for Work on the web to make this work, but it's nice to see it available for mobile devices and tablets. The compatibility is a bit limited, but you should be able to find all of the tools there, including contacts, calendar, downloads, the Office suite, and email. It also includes the hallmark admin control of Android for Work. Servicely is a root application developed by Francisco Franco. The application allows you to identify, control, and shut off processes that may be draining your battery while you're not using your device. It's similar to Greenify, but works more efficiently to keep tasks shut off so they don't keep your phone awake when it shouldn't be. There is a pro version that you can access for free, but you can donate later if you want to, and we totally think you should. Tiny Guardians is a tower defense style game that was released to relatively positive reviews earlier this week. Like your typical tower defense games, your goal is to guard against waves of bad guys. Unlike tower defense games, Tiny Guardian doesn't actually have any towers. You control guardians that must defeat all the bad guys, and you lose if your strategy doesn't work out and all of your guardians die. It's a unique concept that could be a lot of fun. Hello is a new application released from Facebook that acts as a dialer application for their Facebook Messenger service. Messenger has had calls for a while, but now has a dedicated interface to access them. On top of working with Facebook service, you can automatically block calls, get free calls and texts over Messenger, and integration with your phone contacts and Facebook contacts. It does work like a regular dialer with your phone number if you need that. Last up this week, the long-awaited Mortal Kombat X is here, kind of. The game has made its way to the Google Play Store, but it's only been soft launched in select markets ostensibly for testing purposes. We don't know when it will roll out to everyone, but it is here, and that means it's coming for everyone very soon. Mortal Kombat X features a whole bunch of your favorite MK characters along with the classic tropes from the series like fatalities. It should be a lot of fun once it's fully released. Thanks again for watching the show, everybody, but let's take a quick moment to talk about some serious business. Perf Speed Test is a comprehensive speed test application that allows you to test your web speed. It does so in 3 tests, which include your classic speed test along with a browsing load test and a YouTube streaming test. You can test on a Wi-Fi or mobile connection and even compare your final score with other carriers and internet service providers. You can track history and location of each speed test, and it comes with a pretty decent user interface. It's free to use, and we'd like to thank Perf Speed Test for their support of Android Apps Weekly. Once again, I'm Joe Hendy, the Android Authority app guy. While you're here, why not subscribe to the Android Authority YouTube channel? If you're hanging out for a minute, we have a couple of awesome videos for you to watch right over there, and they're also linked in the video description below for you folks on mobile. Finally, don't forget to check out the written companion, which is in the video description below, and don't forget to sign up for that newsletter. As always, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day.